First question. Would you rather books or ebooks? That is a very easy answer for me. It is always going to be a book for me. I refuse to read out of an ebook. I love the feeling of having something in my hands and I can have the satisfaction of turning the page. So, would you rather Skittles or M&Ms? I'm a chocolate girl, so M&Ms. Spend the day with your favorite athlete. Spend the day with your favorite movie star. I do not have a favorite athlete. My favorite movie star is a very tough tie between Keanu Reeves and Jeff Goldblum. I think I would say, if I had to choose between one of them, I would say Keanu Reeves, but that is who I'd like to spend the day with. Okay. Would you rather lose your mind, oh, well, that was easy. Okay. Would you rather spend $100 on clothes, spend $100 on food? Okay, so I do have a lot of clothes, but I'm more of a foodie. I am obsessed with food. If I could have any job in the world, regardless of money, it would be to have like a travel food show where someone with a camera follows me around while I eat food and give my unprofessional opinion on it. Would you rather be a widow or be a divorcee? So, I mean, I really don't want my spouse to die, but I also find this one to be sad. But you know what? I think I'd rather be a divorcee because I'm a hopeful person, and if things, for whatever reason, didn't work out for me and my spouse, either it's for the better that we got divorced, or maybe we were just needed some time and we find our way back to each other. So I'm gonna do that one. Okay. Would you rather fall in chocolate or fall in love? Fall in chocolate has a lot less repercussions. But falling in love is just fun, so we're gonna do fall in love. Okay, oops. Okay. Would you rather know who hates you, know why people hate you? Well, I guess I'd rather know this one because I feel like that's more constructive. If you know why people hate you, you can, if it's actually a fault in your character, you can work on that. Would you rather forget who you are or forget who everyone else is? Ooh. Golly. I think I would rather maybe forget who I am. That's a hard one. I just love everyone in my life so much that I can't imagine not knowing them. I mean, I love myself too, but I can learn to love the new me. We're gonna go with that one. Oh, actually, have an assistant to reply to all of your emails, or have an assistant to do all of your grocery shopping. Oh, in a heartbeat. I absolutely despise grocery shopping. It is the worst form of shopping. I love food. I love eating food, but I hate everything that involves like the build up to eating food. Like, I hate the grocery shopping. I hate what if something was important and they didn't think it was? And no, grocery store all day long. Star Trek was never created, or Star Wars was never created. I'm gonna go with Star Trek. Would you rather see the most beautiful thing in the world or taste the most delicious thing in the world? Ooh, that's a hard one. Oh, golly. Oh, man. Because sometimes I feel like when you taste the most delicious thing in the world, it looks like the most beautiful thing in the world. Oh, oh man. I think I would rather be this, though. I think I'd rather have this. That was a hard one. That was a really hard one for me. Would you rather truth or dare? Okay, I would have to do truth. I am not much of a daredevil. I have a very high preservation of body. I do not like putting myself in dangerous situations, and I like traveling, but I'm not a huge risk taker, so I'd go truth. I'm already a pretty truthful person, as it is, so that's not too hard for me. Would you rather break your arm or break your leg? Well, I heard that depending on what part of your leg you break, it's the most painful bone to break, so I'm gonna say break your arm. Okay. Would you rather be a faster sprinter than Usain Bolt in his prime, or be a faster swimmer than Michael Phelps in his prime? Ooh. I'm so bad at both of them. I'm so bad at swimming and I'm really bad at running. I've been told that I look like Mario when I run. Like my legs are moving super fast, but I'm just going nowhere. I think I'd rather be able to run super fast though. Also, I think in most situations, this would be more helpful, I guess. Would you rather be half your height, be double your height? Okay, let's see. If I was half my height, I would be 2.5 feet tall. Or I would be 10 feet tall. I think I would rather be 2.5 feet tall. Partly because I'm afraid of heights. Like, I can't even go past like the second rung on a ladder. So, we'll go with 2.5 feet tall. Would you rather kiss a random stranger or kiss a person you hate? I think I'd rather. Well, like, which person is it that I hate? Like, do I get to choose? I don't really hate many people. It's such a strong feeling. I try not to, like, hold that in my heart. If I can see what their dental hygiene is like, because that's, like, my biggest, like, flag as a person, I guess. If I can get a quick little glance at their dental hygiene, then I'd rather kiss a random stranger. Would you rather there was no such thing as music, there was no such thing as art? Okay, but this is kind of a trick question because music is art. Not all art is music, but all music is art. Gosh. This is a hard one. I think music is just so important though. I mean, know this is like impossible. It's just in human nature to create art, but if it wasn't, I think I'd rather have music. Because music is, I mean, both are very good for the soul, but I just can't imagine life without music. So, there was no such thing as art. Oh, wow. Okay, so apparently I'm in the majority of that one. Would you rather climb Mount Everest or run 3 marathons? I hate being cold. I love hiking, but I despise being cold, so we're gonna run 3 marathons. Oh, okay, well, I didn't mean to answer that one already, but I'll actually read it and answer it for you. Have poor short-term memory or have terrible long-term memory? Well, the truth is, I have both of these. I have terrible short-term and terrible long-term memory. I think it's because of just my ADD, but I mean, this is a lot more important, I think, in the long run. Long run, good. So I think I'd rather actually have a poor short-term memory. So I answered it quickly by accident. Okay. Would you rather try to break a board with your head or try to break a brick with your head? With your hand? Oh, try to break a board with your head or try to break a brick with your hand. I think this would be cooler. Okay. Would you rather only eat bread and water for the rest of your life or never use the internet again? Okay, so I know this probably is going to sound bad because I use the internet as a platform, as you are currently aware of. But I do think that a lot of us would be in a lot healthier mental state if we had less access to a lot of the things on the internet. There are a lot of benefits to the internet, but there are a lot of things that can just get to us. So I think I would rather just never be able to use the internet again, and I guess I would find a new creative outlet. Wow. I'm actually shocked that this had a higher number. That's crazy. Okay. Would you rather never age or never die? I mean, I think I'd rather never age. I imagine at some point, like, I do feel like the human life feels very short. Like, even when you live to be an old age, like 90 years just doesn't seem very long. But I feel like at a certain point, you'd be like, okay, like, enough is enough. Like, I've had enough of humanity. So I think I would just rather stay 29 forever, I guess, until I do die. Would you rather be called pretty or be called smart? Okay, so younger me would have said pretty, but I think the older I get, the more that I would rather be called smart. Have bad hearing or have bad eyesight. So Mike and I actually have talked about this before. I know I said earlier that I would prefer, like, I can't imagine life without music, but I think I would rather be able to see things. At what level of bad are we talking about, though? I mean, like, I already feel like I have pretty Johnson. I would. I think I would. Would you rather win a one-day shopping spree to any store, or win a 2-week vacation to, oh, definitely this one. I don't need to go shopping. I have enough stuff. I vacation all the time. Would you rather be able to talk your way out of any situation or be able to punch your way out of any situation? Oh, I think a person who can talk their way out of a situation is just the coolest person ever. Like, okay, I play Dungeons and Dragons, and I have a halfling rogue, and I love that he is good at just like talking his way through things and just, or being sneaky. So I definitely think it would be, I wish I was cool as Bonsworth. That's my halfling rogue, Bonsworth. I wish I was cool as him, so I'd say this one. Would you rather have everything you touch turn to dust, or have everything you touch turn to gold? Well, I mean, what kind of question is that? I mean, I feel like you have to be a pretty hateful person to want everything to turn to dust. I'm also allergic to dust, so that's a no for me. We're gonna go with gold. Yeah, I mean, okay. However, I would like to hear the 10%'s argument on this one. I'm intrigued. Would you rather drink old milk or eat moldy cheese? I'd eat moldy cheese because you can just cut the bits off. Interesting. Interesting. I, again, would like to know their decision making in this one. Like, moldy cheese, like you can literally cut off the mold on moldy cheese. But if it's old milk, it's just disgusting through and through. I don't know. I'm not understanding why my decision is the minority in this one, but that's okay. We'll move on. Oops. There we go. Oh, easy peasy lemon squeezy. I'd rather work for Google. Would you rather play only single player games or only play multiplayer games? Okay, so I don't play games in general, but if I do, I'm definitely not playing it by myself. So we're gonna go multiplayer. Would you rather attend a party hosted by Tony Stark? Attend a party hosted by... Okay, I don't really like... Okay, don't hate me. Please don't unsubscribe after I say this, but I don't like Batman. I don't. I think he's moody and pretentious. I don't like him. One might also say Tony Stark is moody and pretentious, but at least he's relatable. So, definitely Tony Stark. Man, I don't know why I just keep skipping over the results. I think I'm just tapping it too ferociously. Okay. Would you rather lose your preferred hand, lose your preferred foot? Okay, so one of my favorite activities is walking. I try to walk at a minimum, like the bare minimum. I try to walk 3.5 miles a day. It's so good for your health, like physically and mentally. You're outside, you're breathing fresh air, it's just beautiful. So I would rather lose my preferred hand. Would you rather be homeless or live without family and friends? When they say live without family or friends, I'm assuming it means like you don't have any family experience a constant pain, experience a constant itch. Ooh, oh man. Okay, so my answer is gonna be constant pain. Because here's the situation, and I'll tell you why I come to this conclusion. I just formally got it diagnosed, but I have an accessory navicular bone in my foot, meaning I have an extra bone in my right foot, and it makes it very hard and painful to walk sometimes. So if I have to walk long distances, I usually have to ice my foot. I have to elevate it. I have to take ibuprofen. I hobble around like a 90-year-old woman. Like it hurts really bad. And so I know what it's like to live with like some type of constant pain. However, for about 2 years in a row, my body would start breaking out in hives, and I had no idea why. I could not figure out why I was breaking out in these itchy hives until I switched my laundry detergent to hypoallergenic laundry sheets, and my body has never itched since. I hated that it took me 2.5 years to figure out that I was allergic to laundry detergent, but knowing what it's like to have a constant pain in a location of your body, but also knowing what it's like to be constantly itchy, I think being itchy is far worse because there's no way to like satisfy it. Like I would take oatmeal baths, and I would rub cortisone, is that what it's called? Cream, like the anti-itch cream all over you, and it just nothing helped. So I would rather experience a constant pain. Sorry, I'll get off my soapbox. That was a really long answer, but would you rather be the best in the world at something but no one knows it, or be the best in the world at something and everyone knows it? Gosh. Again, I think they're past me, like younger me would have said I'd want everyone in the world to know it. But the older me, I like it to be private for like to a degree. Like I like hanging out with my friends. I like going out and socializing. But I also really find my alone time to be very important. And I feel like if you're just the best in the world at something, you're never going to be left alone. So, and I think there's like a nice humbleness to being the best in the world at something and no one knows it. So I'm going to go with the first one. Wow, I'm actually shocked that 86% prefer that one. I wonder if it's for the same reasons I just said. Would I rather browse TikTok, browse Instagram? Okay, so I really just got TikTok like a month ago, so I'm definitely more an Instagram girly. Would you rather eat as much as you want without getting fat, or have a talking dog? Oh, I'd much rather have a talking dog. Oh my gosh, that'd be so much fun. Interesting. There ain't nothing wrong. I feel like there's nothing wrong with having a little bit of a chunk to you. I mean, I know someone might say it's unhealthy. I know what you're saying, but I would make that sacrifice to have a talking dog. There's a lot more important things in life than to worry about your weight constantly. There's a healthy balance, but a talking dog would be wonderful. Would you rather get $10 for every good deed, or get work in a group or work alone? Oh my golly, would I rather work alone? I hated group projects. I hated them in school. I always ended up being the one who did all of the work every single time. I just 100% would rather work alone. Crazy people. The people who said work in the group are the ones who sat back and watched the people who'd rather work alone do all the work. They already said it. Would you rather have the ability to travel to any fictional place or have the ability to learn any skill by observing it? I'd rather go to a fictional place. I think that'd be awesome. Would you rather meet your future self or meet your future kids? Well, I don't have kids, and I don't know if or when I ever will, so as where I am currently, I'd rather meet my future self. Would you rather date a coworker or date a housemate? Oh, well, I mean, like, was this a housemate before? No, I'm not trying to mess up with some circumstances. Like, if I have multiple roommates, I'm not trying to make things messy at home, so we'll do date a coworker. Would you rather be in a room full of spiders for a night or be in a room full of snakes? Easy peasy. Snakes, absolutely. Oh, okay. Next question, I guess. Would you rather eat pizza every day for the rest of your life or never eat pizza again? Okay. Again, please don't unsubscribe. But I'm not the biggest pizza fan. I have to be in the mood. I will say though, when I am in the mood, it's hardcore. I accidentally answered it, but again, that's what I was gonna say. When I am in the mood for pizza, it is like I need to have pizza in my life right now. But at the end of the day, I don't constantly crave it. I have to be in the mood, so I'd rather never eat pizza again. Would you rather be a cartoon character in real life or be a real life person in a cartoon? That's kind of a fun question. I'm gonna go with this one. I think it's different. Would you rather have a significant other that doesn't speak or have a significant other that doesn't listen? Oh, listening is so important. I'm lucky. I have a Mike, my boyfriend. He is very good at listening. He will also talk my ear off, though. And I'm sure when he watches this video, he's gonna laugh because he knows it. He loves talking, but he is also a very good listener. So, as much as I love listening to him talk about plants and tools and anything really related to science and space, I think I'd rather have him not talk as much and still be a good listener. Listening is very important. I mean, talking is also incredibly important, but I feel like you can communicate in other ways. But if you're not actively listening to your partner, that's where like turmoil can start happening. Would you rather marry someone you don't love or marry someone who doesn't love you? I think I would rather marry someone I don't love rather than marry someone who doesn't love me. I don't know, that's a hard one, but I free access to a cinema or have your own cinema room at home? Oh, 100% that one. I don't need to go to the cinema. I used to love going to the movies. That was like my favorite activity to do. But now I just want to be in the comfort of my home. However, I wouldn't mind have the movie theater popcorn, like the legit movie theater popcorn at my house. That would be pretty dope. Would you rather be an Olympic gold medalist or have a pause button on your life? Ooh, 100% a pause button. That was easy. Would you rather take a guaranteed $100,000 or take a 50-50 chance at 1 million? Okay, I'm not much of a risk taker, so I'll just take the 100,000 and I will put that in some type of annuity, some type of saving account that grows on its own and invest it. So will be jokes on them because then I'll be richer than them in the long run. Okay. Would you rather be famous only inside of your native country or be famous everywhere but your native country? Honestly, I'd rather this means more vacation. I'd rather do this one. Would you rather add 3 hours to each day or add 1 extra day to the week? See, I feel like if we add 1 extra day to the week, they are just going to change the 5-day work week into a 6-day work week. Or if we just added 3 more hours to the day, I really don't think the hours for working would change much. So I'm gonna do add 3 hours to each day. Would you rather watch TV all day or sleep all day? I cannot sleep all day as much as I love sleeping. It's one of my favorite activities. If I sleep all day, it makes me like in a really bad mood. It makes me kind of sad. So I'd rather watch TV all day. I accidentally answered it again, but let's see here. Would you rather live somewhere that is where it never stopped raining, or live somewhere that never had a single drop of rainfall? Oh, I do not do well in a desert climate, so again, I accidentally clicked on the correct answer. But yeah, desert climate is not for me, so I'd much rather be where it's raining. Would you rather spend a day with a loved one that has passed away or get to explore a day in the year 3001? I don't need to see the year 3001. I'm quite alright. I'd rather see a loved one that passed away. Would you rather have the voice of Marge Simpson or have the hair of Marge Simpson? I think I'd rather have the voice. Would you rather be the student who always sleeps in class or be the student who always talks in class? Well, I was already the student who always talked in class, so we'll just go with that one. Oh my gosh, I keep doing it. I'm so sorry. Okay. Would you rather be extremely allergic to your favorite food or be forced to eat your least favorite food 1 a week? I think it's supposed to be once. I'd rather have to eat my least favorite, which happens to be cantaloupe. I know that's a silly food to probably have as your least favorite food, but I absolutely hate cantaloupe. To me, it tastes like a manila envelope. If a manila envelope was turned into a food, it would be cantaloupe. I hate it. So, my answer is actually the blue one. Would you rather sweat blood or sweat milk? That would stress me out if I sweat blood. So we're gonna do sweat milk. you rather string your opponent along for the entire fight or crush them from the beginning? Oh, I think this one would be funner. I'd rather do this one. Oh, no. See, I think that would be fun. I don't know. Maybe I'm twisty. I don't know. DC or Marvel? Okay, so, like, I'm gonna go with Marvel. I'm gonna go with Marvel. Oh, we're gonna have this be the last question. This is a good one. Spend a day with Beyonce or spend a day with Taylor Swift? So, one of my favorite artists ever is Taylor Swift. Yes, yes, I know. I'm sure a lot of you are rolling your eyes, but I love Taylor Swift. I think she is a lyrical genius. I just think she's fantastic. I love her. No, I don't get upset if you do not like her. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. I do not take it personally if you are not into her music, but I find her music to be very relatable for a lot of people. I just think she is a poet. I love that she writes all of her own music. I love that she gives back to the people who goes on tour with her. I just think, I just really like her. And not to brag, but I have a very wonderful boyfriend, and earlier this year he surprised me with Taylor Swift tickets to go see her this summer at Wembley Stadium in London, and I literally cannot wait. I cannot wait. There are going to be more videos to come in the future from this trip to England, but I did not deserve that gift. And I love him. He's such a good person, and I cannot believe that he surprised me with that. So we're gonna spend a day with Taylor Swift. I don't even care that I'm in the minority. It just means there's less competition.